What's up, folks? Total War is here. Today we're playing another Rome 2 battle. I am not personally in this one though, but just for the factions quick, we've got Levi Freeman, we've got the Iceni, we've got the Macesali, and we've got Tylus here. The attacking factions are going to be Swaby, Araverni, and Boii. So let's take a quick look here. We have sword followers for the Boii. Lot of sword followers. That's just the mid-tier infantry, so it's kind of expected there. Then we have, following that, Oathsworn. I see 5 of those, counting the general. And then behind that, those Celtic bowmen. I see 4 of those. We got another one on the flank here. This is a spear warrior. And yeah, I think that's it for the Boii for now. We have a noble horse general for the Araverni. Swaby brought cavalry quite a bit actually, Germanic scout riders and some riders of the hunt there. We have an artillery piece, the German giant ballista, sword masters, 4 of those, 5, 6, and then 4 berserkers up there, a knight hunter up front, 2 Oathsworn, 3 chosen warriors, 2 Celtic warriors, a Celtic ballista, Levi Freeman, and a Celtic warrior there as well. Then we have another 2 Oathsworn, a naked warrior, 2 more Oathsworn, so 4 in total there 6 in total there for the Araverni. Then for the defending factions here, we have Tylus starting out. He's going to have some Celtic slingers. I see 2 of those, an Oathsworn there for general. That's got a level 1 chevron on it. This is tribal warriors, 2 of those, they've got chevrons. Another tribal warrior, tribal warrior, tribal warrior, tribal warrior, tribal warrior. These guys all got chevrons. 2 more of those there. Then we'll have Iceni chariots there. Levi Freeman here. Celtic slingers, 2 Celtic slingers there. We've got some chariots for the Iceni, some armored desert chariots for the Numidians. Then we've got tribal warriors backed by desert legionnaires and more tribal warriors along the back there, all those having level 1 chevrons. We have some armored Numidian riders, quite a bit of specialty units here in African elephants, armored desert chariots, armored desert chariots, armored desert chariots, Icenian chariots. I see 3 more of those. Then we have some tribal slingers and Numidian javelin men and some heavy Numidian skirmishers. We've got some desert legionnaires guarding the walls here. Quite a few of those actually. I see 5. And then another one around the flank here to make 6 in total. Iceni all the way outside the walls, getting a vanguard of armored Numidian riders. Gonna have, let's see, Britain slingers. I see 4 of those. Then some heroic nobles, and I see 4 of those. Yeah, 4 of those. And then ambushers coming out on the flank, and there's 5 of those. 5 of those. Sorry, why did I say 6? And then we've got some armored desert chariots as well coming out to help those guys. So let's speed this one up and see what happens. So the armored Numidian riders are going to immediately get into the fray and try to hit these sword followers holding up that siege tower. Ooh, that charge is going to be brutal there. Wow. And it went straight through that unit. That sword follower lost 8 men on the initial charge. I'm not seeing extras there. 149 now. And I believe I'm fire coming in from the chariots there. I see, yeah, they're throwing javelins into that as well. Those sword followers now just kind of regrouping. This armored Numidian got to the scout rider, but it looks like it's going to get chewed down by the noble horse and the riders of the hunt. Now, as Iceni draws up in battle formation, ready for a pitched battle here. And this is actually a real good move because he's going to be right on the flank of these guys. Those armored Numidians, though, are going to go out with 98 kills before they die. And actually, they're still fighting. Now the chariots are going to come through and just wreck that poor sword follower who didn't even get much of a chance to get into the fight. Barely got to their siege towers. This artillery racked up 122 there. Meanwhile, Swaby has parked one of their siege towers. This ballista managed to get 0 kills. And those night hunters are regrouping, preparing to move that next siege tower up, it appears. Over here, the ballista over here is kind of random. I don't maybe he intended to put that somewhere else and just forgot. It's kind of the last thing you do when deploying an army. At least it's the last thing I do when deploying an army. The chariots get through here, 87 kills, and they get into the riders of the hunt. These armored Numidian riders also going to come in. Those riders of the hunt, not doing too great. They're going to get crushed. But those armored Numidian riders survived. They're at 116. Chariots must have saved them there. These chariots are going to go straight head-to-head with that noble horse. I imagine that noble horse is going to win that. But it's not showing. They lost one man on the initial charge. Icenian chariots coming out of the walls here. 68 kills. 70 kills as they're wrecking 2 sword follower units. And Bowie has opted to just withdraw. He was attacking kind of by himself, and now he's just moving over. He's like, well, I'm just going to get with my allies here because there's no way I'm doing anything with this sally. So these chariots now coming in over 100 kills now at 145 and continuing to chew through the 2 units. I don't think those 2 units are going to make it out of here or back to their main force alive. Now we have some armored Numidian riders surprisingly winning against that noble horse. The chariots were routed at 99 kills, however, so they're going to head out with that rout. But the noble horse, 1 chevron, 61 men left, got quite the engagement. It's going to come and try to get rid of these chariots. We're decimating Boean units as they try to withdraw. These guys at 209 and continuing to chew through this. These sword followers, 107. However, these chariots are going to get intercepted there. I don't like that. They need to get out of there fast, and they are going to split. They're going to head out there. They've got 2 chevrons. They need to just make a break for the gates. They're going to do a hard turn, though, to try to shake those heavy horses. It looks like it's going to work, as now the heavy horse are going to pull back. No. The heavy horse got shook there. They were about on them, and then they got some distance. Now the heavy horse look like they're going to pull back. Just let the chariots decimate whoever's left. They just wanted to save that retreating unit. This guy here, though, this chariot here is at 275, 276, 279, and continuing to go. However, it's about to rout. Can it take the 2 sword followers with it is the question. And it's going to pull out and hopefully get another charge here. It's going to rout, though. Should rally, however. It did take one of those units out. That sword follower, 21 men left, is going to open javelin fire on the chariot unit. So that chariot unit is going to die unless it rallies and is able to charge once more. That unit has 293 kills, surprisingly. Very good there. The sword follower is only 6. And the rest of the Icenian army is moving up here, unchecked, actually, because of the Boean retreat. And here we have, continuing to go, we have armored desert chariots. I mean, these guys are destroying the Boean lines. These guys got, wow, well over 300 kills at this point. Oh my goodness. These guys, wow. They just charged that massive infantry right there. And it went so fast. These guys, over 400 kills and climbing here. Oh my. This is going to hit 500 easily. These guys still have almost over half their units. Oh man, over 500 kills right there before the heavy horse gets in and saves them. Meanwhile, Icenian army not advancing, kind of just in that stationary move, wants to be challenged on their own terms. These chariots at 293 did rally and rout that other Boean unit, and now is going to go after the other sword follower, and still 2 Icenian chariots inside, as well as some 2 armored desert chariots and an African heavy elephant. So these guys still got quite the sally to come for them. Meanwhile, the berserkers here, kind of like the frontline unit, surprisingly, coming up, going to be the first to undock on the walls, except they're not moving, so they might not be. They might let the sword followers down first, which I imagine is what's going to happen. Artillery fire has opened up on these tribal warriors and the wall. I believe the wall is the main target, but the tribal warriors are taking a little bit of that fire. So, oh, look at this. The chariots are going to catch up to that sword follower. Oh, and that sword follower is not going to turn to give the javelin fire it needs. That chariot unit, however, is going to get destroyed as it goes stationary and is going to get knocked out with 299 kills. But good job by the Iceni. Good job. I mean, you're in 2 chevrons, 301 kills before you actually end up going totally out. And it looks like Massilian Sally is gone. Let's see if we can find one of their chariots and get a kill count on that. I don't see any of their chariots still alive. Most of their chariots must have been destroyed, but look at the death they just left behind. Look at this line, and a lot of these are Oathsworn units. I mean, that's an Oathsworn. You can see quite a few of those scattered throughout this. Let's see what the Oathsworn casualty count on this was. These guys lost 50 men. These guys lost about 40 men. These ones got about another 40. These guys got about another 30. And these guys got about 60 men. So yeah, the casualty count on the Oathsworn alone was terrible for the attackers, because that's quite the loss. So Boeans continuing to pull back from that sally. They don't want to have that one again. They are leaving some sword spear warriors up front though. And now we have the noble horse at 32 kills. Was going to move up and try to save, I guess. They were going to try to save this sword follower. It was about to take a charge from those heavy armored Numidians. And now the slingers are going to move up. The Briton slingers maybe get some back shots into that retreating Boean force. But meanwhile, I'm really surprised you don't see the chariots exiting the walls here. The Celtic warriors could be a huge threat, but it's probably still too soon, as the Celtic warriors would have time to disembark and get their javelin volleys off. But we'll keep an eye on that, because they probably will at some point. As Iceni continues to advance and adjust their formation here, they now have Levy Freeman up front with the ambushers on the right flank. Unknown to the enemy. These guys are all hidden. Love this unit. It does awesome, especially at the ambushes, hence the name. I love doing that on a land battle, deploying behind them and then just encircling them mid-battle. The Briton slingers then, 4 of those guys kind of bunched up in the center, so you don't want to take archer fire, but it'll be good for returning against masses of infantry. And then the untouched heroic nobles in the back line there, kind of like a triplex aces formation, except the triplex aces was 3 lines of infantry, not infantry slingers infantry. This armored Numidian here is at 140 kills with 1 chevron. And here comes the chariots. They're exiting the walls finally as Araverni and Swaby draw near. Here they come at 0 kills. So we'll see what they do. 0 kills, 0 chevrons. Let's see what they go out as. A lot of javelin fire pouring in though. Ooh, already 1 chariot down. At least 1 chariot down I saw. And these guys, oh man. They're going to get to the chosen swords and the oaths. No, the Oathsworn over there. Wow. Pulling through there. Good job. Going to circle back around. Nice timing. I like it. You've lost morale, though, at 108 kills. You've dropped to yellow morale. Now that's went back up to green. And still only 17 men left. So, oh, here comes the heavy horse. And what are you going to go out as? 193 is what you're at currently. 200. If you can make 300 out of this, that was awesome. And I think he's going to, as he's at 270. Can he make 400 is the question. His morale stabilizes once again. He's earned 2 chevrons. He's at 310. That heavy horse is destroying him pretty quickly, though, I believe. He's got half his unit left there. 329, 330 kills. And he's still going. Let's see, I can't really get a pin on him. 350 is what he's going to go out. And they're going to continue that retreat as they rack up 350, 360, 366, 380, 368. And that looks like that's going to be it. Those 2 chariots men are left. So 368 kills on those chariots. They earned 2 chevrons. Congratulations to the Iceni once again to get quite a devastating attack, actually. It even destroyed mostly these Celtic warriors. Only 48 men left in that unit, 95 there. But these chosen swords also took quite a hit. 67 men left there, 105 and 131 left on that unit. What's these? These guys took a few losses. The Oathsworn lost about 10 men too. So those can be pretty deadly. That was a deadly charge. Meanwhile, the infantry engagement is starting inside the walls. Those Oathsworn have got engaged with those tribal warriors. The tribal warriors are going to lose that one pretty fast, despite having 1 chevron. They're also kind of getting flanked there due to the angle of attack by those Oathsworn. Swaby is going to advance here. He's going to hit the diamond formation, and he's going to hit straight for those Desert Legionnaires, who are going to accept that charge perfectly, and hopefully those Levy Freemen go in and encircle that, or those Tribal Warriors. I'm fine with either one of those units encircling those Sword Masters. There's not a ton of archer fire that could mow them down in their backs if they do, so we'll see. I think he's going to come in and just give javelin support here, potentially. That looks like it's what it's going to be. He does have to think about that hole, though. He's got to guard that as more Swabian units, some sword masters here specifically, start to try to exploit that gap. Meanwhile, Bowie is withdrawn completely. I almost wonder if he went AI, because that almost looks like an AI thing. Or maybe, you know what? AI doesn't do that kind of line setup, if I remember right. So he might have just withdrawn. Now he's going to charge back in once they retake the walls. But I'm really surprised no one has moved to check this advance here by Iceni. Obviously, he's not pushed hard. He's not moving up a ton. He still does have a chariot unit inside the walls. I thought he had two chariot units inside the walls that could come support this army. But yeah, a nice timing here could wipe out this whole force as these longbow hunters get into position and open fire on the tribal warriors. I'm really surprised he's not moving up here and pressuring these guys a little bit more, just to make them a little bit uneasy. I mean, just having an army in this position right now would make me uneasy. But still, I mean, just getting closer. He's still out of bow range, so that's good because his lighter front rank units, especially those ambushers, can't take that. The Numidian cavalry could try to get to these archers, but they're guarded pretty heavily by that heavy horse, who has 1 chevron and 47 men left, so you don't want to overextend, I guess. And now the chariots moving out, it appears as though they will try to connect with that main force, possibly. They're moving in this direction. They'll probably come out this gate, I assume, and connect with the main Iceni force. Same thing with these armored desert chariots. But meanwhile, as the melee breaks out, these swordmasters getting the early... Oh no, those are berserkers, sorry. The berserkers getting the early jump on those Levy Freemen there. The tribal warriors kind of an odd formation there. They're going to let the berserkers through and then pin them against the building, possibly. I don't see quite what the tactic here is. I don't know if he just doesn't realize that. He's going to let those berserkers through, and then he's going to get flanked by that unit. And then he's going to charge that unit. He's clearly over here. He's ordering his units to withdraw. He clearly knows what's going on. I'm surprised he hasn't given this tribal warrior the attack order. But those berserkers just pulling through. I think he's kind of using that to his advantage, as here comes an Oathsworn. And lots of archer or Celtic slinger fire to get rid of those guys. I like it. I like getting rid of these guys without the engagement. That works nicely. The Oathsworn also going to get in there. Those Oathsworn will win pretty quickly, hopefully. And let's see, we get one other unit here with yellow morale. This is going to be a Swordmaster. And then this unit here is another Swordmaster engaging there. That was the original one we saw. He's got 41 kills as he cuts through a tribal warrior. This armored desert legionnaire is encircling that Swabian there, and that Swaby Swordmaster is not going well, 64 kills. Meanwhile, the berserkers are now trapped in the back with only 17 men left, a tribal warrior cutting off any reinforcements. However, he did manage to lose, or he did manage to take, depending on which point of view you're coming from, that arrow tower, which is helpful. And we still have Celtic slingers. Good range on these guys. They are actually getting into those swordmasters from clear across the river. I didn't know those guys had quite that range. But they're taking fire from that arrow tower. So the arrow tower somehow either needs to be retaken or just destroyed. So we'll see how that plays out. You do see at least one unit of Night Hunters here and a unit of Levy Freemen coming to guard against the Iceni. And now the Iceni going into that push that I mentioned that he should come into earlier as he moves up. He's still kind of out of range. I don't even see, from this point of view, I don't even see, let's move up in the unit, the other army. I mean, I kind of see some moving along that fence row up there just to the right of the buildings, just at the base of the siege towers. I think. And yeah, right behind that fence row, right there on the other side, I do see some men starting to group up. So from a siege assault to a pitched battle, it just went that fast. And nobody really wants this pitched battle. They're all just like running for the hole in the wall. Or what are they doing? It's almost like they're going to withdraw to the hole and try to get inside the whole army inside the city before they, and then just guard that hole, but I don't really know. I mean, Iceni's pushing here. I like the aggressive stance, but I don't get why they only leave one unit of Night Hunters to counteract this entire force. It's kind of odd to me. I mean, the attackers really need to reposition here. Because we've got chariots on the flanks here. I like this setup. Chariots on the flanks. These chariots appear to be on the flank. So you think it's just this smaller force, but really we've got ambushers here to come as soon as you come for these chariots that are supposedly on the flank, but they're not. They're in the center of the military. I like that setup. That's a very good tactic to... Oh, wait. The frontline unit there of those ambushers has been seen. So now they know there's something up over there. But yeah, if those guys would have stayed hidden, that would have been awesome. You still don't know there's 4 units there. You only know there's 1, I think. Yeah, they only see that frontline ambusher here as yet another unit of armored desert chariots moves up, and armored Numidians falls back a little bit to come back to that main force. The Night Hunters beginning to take fire from those Britain slingers. I like the angle here. It's head on. That's about how we do that. At least that's how I do it. I always shoot straight from the front. I don't try to get that back or anything. But now as this guy turns to maybe withdraw, possibly, he's going to take fire in the flank and the back. And that, yeah, he's going down fast to 4 Britain slingers, mutilating this unit. One more volley and he's gone. Guaranteed. Are they out of range, though? I think they're out of range at this. Oh, nope. One more volley. Here we go. Bang. That unit's gone. Wait, nope. It might rally yet. I think it'll rally once it gets down there. I'm surprised Bowie's not come back into this fight. I don't think he's AI, but he might be. He might have quit when he saw that sally. Okay, so the Night Hunters withdrawing there, as well as that Noble Horse. And yes, it looks like that's what these 2 armies are going to do. They're just going to send their entire force inside. And actually, right now is the best time for this ballista, if it's not already out of fire. Right now, just turns a little bit more all the way around and just aim right there. I mean, right there where all those Oathsworn are, and they're goners. But here comes the chariots to finish off those Night Hunters who didn't just want to leave, but anti-cavalry tactics there. We'll see how that does. It did manage to destroy... No, it didn't. Okay, I thought 3 of those chariots were gone already. The Swabian Night Hunters just got mutilated right there. Oh, man. That's going down fast. Okay, Javelin Volley, I think, got off there technically. They got hit right as they threw it, though. I'm surprised this unit hasn't routed. How many men does it even have left? 16? Let's see. Yeah, they're going down pretty quick. I mean, they technically should be gone already. That chariot just went straight through that guy. Did you not see that? Javelin volley to the back. Got 1 chariot, it looks like. That's about it. That unit's going to rout, though, trying to chase down those chariots. This unit of armored Numidians is going to take out the first ballista team. This will be in ballista team. And now Massilian chariots lining up potentially to charge against the Boeotian force there. So Iceni, despite everybody just going inside the walls, I mean, this is the perfect target for archer fire right now. I mean, honestly. But considering there's only 1 hole in the wall, this may have been the best idea. Because you can just guard with 1. And if the defenders would have had moving artillery instead of wall artillery at this point, this would have been awesome. I mean, that artillery easily could have gotten 1,000 kills. Just station it right here where these slingers are, and easily gets 1,000 kills. However, a few units now are leaving the walls. They kind of saw their mistake there, I think, when the archer fire, maybe some archer fire opened up. They kind of saw, oh wait, maybe we shouldn't have done that. They're going to pull at least a few units out there. And Bowie getting rampaged by those desert chariots once again. Those chariots mauling that unit. Still full, brand new unit. It's just pulling right through that whole force as it has reached an easy 300 kills there. Yeah, now it's at 300 kills. And still half that unit left. Just under half the unit left as it goes through the Oathsworn, and then it's going to circle back around. It's going to go out with about 4, 5, maybe 500 kills. Nope, just about 424 it looks like. Yeah, it looks like that's what it's going to go out. 425 is they're going to rout. But good job by the Massilia to get quite the kill count. And here comes the chariots from the Iceni. I mean, the chariots have just been hit units all day. They've destroyed so many units. And they're on fire now. As Iceni continues to move up and kind of pressure this, Swaby did decide to come back inside the walls. Save 1 unit of Swordmasters that they let out to try to encircle, I guess. I guess they're going to try to pick up a siege tower and advance here. Tylus taking the brunt of the infantry fight here, but we still have some Massilian units as well. There we have another unit of Massilian chariots and those elephants, so we'll see how those take a point yet. And we've got Celtic Slingers over here still going. These guys got 59 kills. These guys at 15, and these guys at 1. Gallic Hunters inside the walls now. Easy targets if you can get some archers in here. I think this is the point where Massilian archers need to move up. The heavy Numidian skirmishers need to just start pelting these masses of infantry. Iceni, I think maybe, just maybe should push that gap there, but I mean, he's done good so far, so I'm kind of supporting whatever he does at this point. So we'll see these chariots, 52 on the initial charge, gonna rout pretty quickly though. However, kind of unfortunate there because that was shaping up for a good charge. These guys got 200 kills easily there. And let's see, they've rallied enough to potentially go for another charge. They're taking javelin fire from that sword follower though. Here comes another unit of chariots. They're going to come through once again, try to get rid of those sword followers. This unit's going to go out with 223 kills, and this one's going to continue to circle. This one might yet rally. I don't know for sure. That one could come back before it hits the edge of the wall, or edge of the game map. So we'll see. This unit's at chariots at 200 kills at least. I can't get an accurate count on these guys when they're climbing so fast. So 187, 200 there now. I'm predicting this one gets 300 at least. And Bowie just doing nothing. I don't know, the AI I feel like would normally just mass order attack against this one unit. So I don't think he's AI. But I can't tell. He might be. So we'll see. This chariot's at 3, 4. Are they going to make 400 kills? They're charging back in, and they're going to go for 346, it looks like. And the next unit of chariots is coming back in. That was at 234. It's going to charge back in. We'll see. This one here's at 406. This one at 245. As it continues to rampage. Those chariots rampaged across this Boeotian force. That guy's just decimated. Those guys at 262. So across 3 united chariots, I think they got over 1,000 kills. Because the first one got like 400, the next one got like 400, and that one got like 200. And morale is like almost completely gone on that as well. So we'll see here. Charge coming in from these armored Numidians. Gonna rear charge those Oathsworn, and ouch. The Oathsworn heavy armor is gonna hold up pretty well, but I mean at this point it's just pretty much the attackers are doomed from my point of view. I mean, just looking at the balance of power bar, it's tipped majorly in the favor of the defenders. And with this whole Iceni force in their back, I mean right now is the perfect time to push this. Get some ambushers up there so they can't be seen to the last second. Get in here, rampage against these archers. I mean, these archers are completely helpless. Same thing with these Numidian cav. Instead of going for that heavy infantry, get in here inside these walls. Get against these longbow hunters and the Gallic hunters and just crush that unit. Those units. But instead he's going to take a charge from the naked warriors, and that's going to be it. That unit's goner if he doesn't pull out like now. He should have pulled out yesterday. Should have pulled out a long time ago. Here we got like a mass rout coming here from both sides. We've got Desert Legionnaires routing as well as Levy Freeman there. Oathsworn finally going to come out and contest this main line. This Icenian force as not javelin fire, Celtic slingers open up on those guys. 120 men as they continue to take fire on their advance. They're going to have to hit those or get through those Levy Freeman fire as well yet. That's going to mow that unit down already to 108. Now it's no match for a Heroic Noble. A fresh Heroic Noble against an exhausted Oathsworn with only 93 men left. Yeah, I think a Levy Freeman could about take this unit at this point. It's just getting shredded, and it's going to stop and turn around. You got to be kidding me. That unit's going to go goners with 46 kills. Oh man, so much fire to the back. Another one opening fire on the next advancing Oathsworn. 72 men on that one. This Numidian rider withdrawing to the safety of the Icenian force. Archers trying to leave the walls so they don't get pinned down by some advancing, I guess. Oh yeah, an advancing Tylesian unit broke through here. So to avoid getting pinned down, they're going to leave the walls, and they're going to get smashed by those ambushers. Good job there by Iceni. Pin those guys down rather than go inside the walls like I suggested. Perfect target here for the Britain Slingers. Those naked warriors could get quite a bit of losses, but the Gallic Hunters have exited the walls. They're going to try to return some fire against those guys. We need the cavalry at this point. This unit's at 183, but I think it could do, or sorry, this unit's at 1 man left. 10 men left. I still think it could do damage. It needs to just turn around and knock that out. I guess it could just hit routers. That would work. I mean, just rack up your kill count to 500 or 200 or whatever. So yeah, the archers gone as ambushers start pushing through the walls there, or start going for the walls. The Celtic Slingers there wrapping up that unit as well with a rear charge. Now the Iceni ambushers are going to get in behind those Oathsworn, hopefully. They need to advance inside the walls. They're going to opt for javelin fire from the outside though. And one unit will come inside. I assume the rest will follow suit soon enough. But not yet. The main Icenian force here, 13 and 8 kills on the Levy Freeman. This guy's got 37, 21, 116, and 107 on the Britain Slingers. And the Heroic Nobles all at 0 so far, as those Gallic Hunters are going down from that fire there. I think they're wasting most of their fire, or the attackers are. Iceni is just going right into the back of this siege tower. So this is actually really good positioning here for the Gallic Hunters. Those guys need to be charged, and that's exactly what's going to happen as those Levy Freemen advance. I bet he's wishing he wouldn't have put those naked warriors up inside the walls right now, because he could charge those Levy Freemen and end them fast. And now these guys going to just throw javies right in the backs of those Oathsworn. The Oathsworn are doomed in that kind of treatment. And they're getting held by one flimsy tribal warrior unit, so no support from the Desert Legionnaires. I kind of expected them to come around here and flank those Oathsworn as well. This tribal warrior knocking out those Oathsworn, getting javelin support from these ambushers outside the walls here. And the Levy Freemen there, 44 kills as they knock out that Gallic Hunter, and that's it. I mean, that's everybody outside the walls. I assume Bowie will just rout. Just because I'm assuming he's AI at this point, unless Iceni marches out and just destroys him. Yeah, we got some chariots to come up and wrap him up. I mean, he knows what chariots feel like at this point. These guys got 1 kill, no loss. I think that was a javelin kill, actually, just a few seconds ago. Oh, yeah, just passed straight through the siege tower. Go right ahead, or the battering ram. I mean, literally, one of those guys just walked straight through that. Yeah, that's it for the attackers. They're done for. And here comes yet another ambusher unit inside the walls to help finish this one up. This guy's going to go up with 181 and only 7 losses. I mean, for crying out loud, that was awesome. 80 kills there, 0 losses. These guys got 112 for 0 losses. These guys have got 198 for 0 losses. And these guys have 126 for 0 losses. These ambushers crushed this one. And then Bowie, yeah, is just going to rout. I don't even think those chariots are going to make it. As a chain rout is just knocking these guys all out right now. Yep, that's it. Bowie's gone. The attackers are done for. Stunning victory by the defenders. I mean, look at how many men are left here. I mean, just look at that. There's still, like, the entire Icenian army is still here. I mean, these heroic nobles didn't even engage in the entire battle. Tylus still has at least half his force. Massilia probably has about half his force, maybe a little less. But yeah, wow. They had a crushing victory here as let's just watch these chariots because they're going to rout them in like 30 seconds. And they're probably already routed. Yep, they did. Okay. And that one, we'll take a look at the statistics. Meanwhile, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Let's see. Oh, it's going slow for some reason. Come on, load. The enemy's broken. Okay. Here we go. We've got Legolas as the Iceni. Thank you for sending this one in. It was a great one to watch. 0 on this Heroic Nobles, but his chariots made up for that. All scoring over 200 kills. Actually, yeah, all scoring over 250 kills. The highest of those being 419. The Ambushers all scoring over 100 kills here. The highest of those being 235. That was the only one, however, to score 200. The Britain Slingers, the highest of those was 131. The other one got 121. And these guys 37-21 there. 13 on that Levy Freeman, 56 on that Levy Freeman. Lucifer 53790, 2,122 kills. Nothing on his elephants, nothing on his gen. 183 though on that unit there. 99, 669 on that armored desert. It earned a level 4 chevron. Good job on that unit there. 104 for the tribal slingers. 152 for the desert legionnaires. 110 for that desert legionnaire there as well. And then Baron here as the Talesians, 1,662 kills. He was the main infantry force, so we've got 45 on the gen. 150 on those Celtic Slingers being the best. 14 on a Levy Freeman there. The Tribal Warriors did so-so. 297 I'm seeing as being the best of those. Over 159, 103, 124. Also highlights of that one there. Then we have Munchie for Munchie. 1,212 kills. He's the only attacker to actually score over 1,000 kills. We've got 44 there by the Swabians. 22 on those Riders. 99 on the Berserker, 151 on that Berserker, 112 on that one as well. 4 on the Night Hunters, 123, 125, 123, 125 being the highest of the Sword Masters. I don't know. 76 kills. Congratulations, Bowie, you did amazing. 3 on that General, none on the Bowman, 8, 2, 5, 11, and 3, 6. None of his units scored over 10 kills. Wait, one of them did. That one Oathsworn. So the highest kill count in his entire army was 11 men. That kind of explains the 76 kill count. Karma here, 957 kills. 42 there. 27. Let's see. I'm trying to just hit the highlights. 68's the best of his gen. 81 on that Artil though. 143, 173 being the best of his Oathsworn there. But there was some highlights in there. 143. 46 was the second best, or third best on that. So nothing hot with those units. But yeah, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll catch you in the next one.